press the bell icon for further notifications and like, share and subscribe to the channel. They say that a day spent without humiliation in Pakistan cricket isn't a day well spent. And Pakistan just got whitewashed by New Zealand in New Zealand. They lost the third match, ODI match against New Zealand by 43 runs. It was a sorry tour for Pakistan. They played 4 T20 internationals and 3 one-day internationals and ended up winning only one. In all the other matches, 7 of them to be precise, out of 7, in 6 of them they lost comprehensively. They were all one-sided matches, and that too against a very poor New Zealand side. It was a second string or even a third string side. Most of their players are not playing. They're either doing commentary in the IPL or they are playing in the IPL. Their regular captain Mitchell Satner isn't playing. He's playing in the IPL. Kane Williamson is doing commentary. Glenn Phillips is playing in the IPL. And Devon Conway is not playing. Rachin Ravindra is not playing. Lockie Ferguson isn't playing. Matt Henry is injured. Still, New Zealand won the T20 series and the ODI series comprehensively and thumped Pakistan. What is Rizwan saying in the post match press conference? That they are going to enjoy their matches in the PSL. After the Champions Trophy, a horrendous Champions Trophy followed by a horrendous tour of New Zealand, they will give the fans something to cheer about back home in the PSL. If that's the condition of your captain, no wonder your team isn't improving. And Pakistan, wherever they go, they manage to embarrass themselves. After such a poor performance by them, Khushdil Shah, who was not playing, who was among the reserves in today's game, he started fighting with the fan, almost got into physical altercation with them. He thought that he was playing in his own backyard, maybe in Lahore or Karachi, and the police had to evict him from the stadium. What a grand embarrassment for Pakistan. Not only were they beaten black and blue, now one of the cricketers got caught by the police for abusing cricket fans. Reminds us of that famous incident where Inzamamul Haq tried to smash a fan in Canada for calling him some untoward names. Fans will tease you, they will call you some names, but you can't go and physically assault a fan. And Khushdil did exactly that. And what was even more worrying is the fact that he wasn't playing the game. He was a reserve. So if Pakistan want to do something for their cricket fans, they should be least bothered with what they're saying in the stands and more concerned with their performances in the field. At the present moment, Pakistan fans are disgusted with their side. Their side have forgotten how to win. Once again, Ben Sears takes a 5-wicket haul for the second match in a row. Before this match, Ben Sears had played 2 ODI matches and had conceded 100 runs without taking a single wicket. And then he plays against Pakistan and surprisingly he picks up 10 wickets for 93 runs in those 2 ODI matches. You must think that Ben Sears is a relatively great bowler, but look at those dismissals of those Pakistani batters. They just threw their wicket away. Those deliveries are not good. Shafiq pulled a ball to Duffy, who was fielding at fine leg. Same with Aga Salman. It's not a good ball. Then, so one of the batsmen got caught in the legs. Again, a very poor ball. So, rather than him picking the wickets, it was the Pakistani batsmen who threw their wickets away. They were making Ben Sears look like the next big thing in New Zealand cricket, when all that he is doing is just bowling short pitch deliveries and hoping that the Pakistani make some errors and throw their wicket away. And every Pakistani fan at the moment, they are more concerned with how many runs Babar Azam makes. Babar scored a 50 and got out. Hardly does he ever contribute in the team's victory. Whenever he scores runs, more or less his team loses. That's a fact. You can't change that. If he scores a 50 or he scores a 70, Pakistan will lose. He hardly contributes in their win. His concern is in the ICC rankings, whether he can get back his top position or not. And the Pakistani fans, especially Babar Azam fans, are also concerned with the same thing, whether their player can get back to the top of the ICC ODI rankings. That's the only thing they have at their disposal right now. They have lost everything. They do not have any bowlers left. They dropped Shaheen, who has been absolutely awful for the last couple of years. Haris Rauf isn't performing. They don't have any decent spinners. And the new crop of Pakistani bowlers that are coming up are unfortunately not good enough. Gone are the days of Wasim, Waqar, and Shoaib, who used to terrorize the opposition with their bowling. Now, the opposition terrorizes the bowlers with their batting. The bowlers are afraid. Pakistan used to have bowlers that they would bowl regularly in the high 140s or in the early 150s. Now, you've got medium pacers. Their ball hardly reaches the stumps. And Mohammad Rizwan was dancing around in this entire ODI series against New Zealand. For some, he was he was the greatest T20 cricketer at one point of time. You can look good when you're playing in flat pitches in Pakistan, but you are exposed when you go abroad and try to play that same style of cricket against the swinging ball. And Rizwan was badly exposed. And his famous speech, whenever we are losing, we are learning. How many matches will you learn? You will keep on learning every time you lose, every time you learn. Up the Champions Trophy, if you went to New Zealand and learned and you lost how many matches? 6 out of the 7 matches. Still, it's a learning process. They left the fans disappointed and now they're going home to the PSL. It's a local domestic T20 tournament in Pakistan, and he's hoping that they might produce some performances for the fans so that they can cheer their team somehow. Such a disappointing statement from the Pakistani captain. And today wasn't the best of starts for Pakistan as well. Imamuk Haq got injured after a throw hit him straight on the face, and he was replaced. A concussion substitute came in. Imam got injured and he was replaced. Still, Pakistan should have chased that total down 264 in 42 overs, and they lose by 43 runs. What is the use of such a long batting lineup if you can't chase totals down? They have taught all their bowlers to bat, but when the time comes, none of them can score runs. Naseem scored a good 50 in the last match rather. At the present moment, Naseem Shah is more devastating with the bat than he is with the ball. Naseem is making an impact with the bat. He is picked in the side for his bowling and not for his batting. But he is making the impact the other way. He was a substitute in the previous match where he scored a 50. Unfortunately, in this match today, he scored some runs, but they didn't end up on the winning side. How can we improve Pakistan cricket right now? Well, for starters, give Babar the captaincy back. At least he was doing something. The team was winning under his captaincy. Now we have tried and tested everyone. Rizwan is doing you no good. Aga Salman isn't captaincy material. Keep the captaincy back to Babar. Give him the players that he needs, and finally, they might produce some results in the near future. Chopping and changing wouldn't do any good. And the selectors, they have selected a young team for the away tours in New Zealand. New Zealand isn't the easiest place to tour for subcontinental teams. Whenever subcontinental teams go there, their batters struggle a lot in those swinging conditions. They are not used to playing in these pitches against those kind of bowling. So we have expected their senior players to play all the matches in these tough conditions. It's the other way around. They expose their youngsters to these tough situations in New Zealand, and they allowed their senior players to score plenty of runs on those flat, docile tracks in Pakistan. They still didn't manage to get those runs and lost all the matches against quality sides. And Pakistan have an awful record against New Zealand of late. They seem to lose every single match against them. They lost to New Zealand in the Champions Trophy, absolutely got hammered by Glenn Phillips and company. They lost to them in the lead up to the tournament in that ODI series where they got hammered by Phillips and company again. And now they again lost to New Zealand without the likes of Phillips, Conway, Williamson, Santner. Still, a third string New Zealand side hammered them, and Pakistan had nowhere to go. Absolutely, they seemed lost. A team who can't seem to win right now. They have forgotten how to win. Pakistan at this point of time are playing like an associate nation. Even they would struggle to win against the likes of Scotland and Ireland by the way they are playing. Their youngsters have a better chance of beating this current lot of Pakistani players. Like in the T20 World Cup, USA beat Pakistan. Who would have thought that that would happen? So Pakistan aren't improving, they are regressing. They are going to the bottom of the ladder, just like Bangladesh. And Bangladesh are touring Pakistan in the next couple of months. That would be a series to behold. A series between two teams that are on the decline. And Babar Azam, a player of his stature, one the greatest batsman of Pakistan right now. In that team, he is the best batter without a shadow of doubt. And he should be the captain. The best player should be your captain. How can you make someone like Aga Salman the captain of your T20 team who doesn't even deserve a place in the T20 side? And same goes for Rizwan as well. Rizwan isn't a good captaincy material. This ODI series showed that. All that he is concerned is learning, losing and learning. Can that motivate the players? Either you lose or you learn. What kind of statement is that? You need to win matches. Gone are those days where Pakistani cricket used to dominate the others. At one point of time, they had such a lethal bowling lineup that these Kiwis also they used to fear them. Wasim Akram, Waqar Yunis, Shoaib Akhtar, they would have run riot in these bowling conditions. These pitches in New Zealand held the fast bowlers as well. But unfortunately for Pakistan, they cannot pick up wickets in the seaming tracks as well. Because this new crop of Pakistan bowlers, they are not like those great old bowlers of them. They don't have that venom, they don't have that spite, they don't have that relentless attitude. They don't have any of those qualities. In fact, they are not ODI or ODI bowlers, rather they are T20 bowlers, 4 overs bowlers at best. The T20 cricket has actually spoiled them. Look at the likes of Shaheen Shah Afridi. He's a perfect example. He doesn't go bowl well in Test cricket because he is not used to bowling longer spells. Haris Rauf doesn't play Test cricket, the T20 bowler. He plays tape ball cricket. Nothing can substitute Test cricket. If you have to become a good bowler, a great bowler, you have to play Test cricket. That one thing that the Indian team has done well, at least the BCCI has done well, that is invested in domestic cricket and made it mandatory for the next generation of players to play Ranji Trophy cricket. Because if you want to improve, you need to play domestic cricket. You need to play 4-day or 5-day cricket. T20 cricket won't help you to become great players. That's the shortest format of the game. You need fitness for the longer formats. And 50 over cricket is a dying breed right now. These tournaments don't happen that too often, but when they do, teams like these are often caught off guard. They are so used to playing the shorter format they forget how to adapt in the longest format. They can have plenty of time and then go for the bowling rather than going after that from the get go. So, this is another thing that Pakistan needs to learn. And Rizwan and company, after such a horrendous tour, they might be sacked right now. Every other tournament you go, you have a new captain or a new coach, and in Pakistan's case, even a new PCB chairman as well. It's sorry state of affairs for Pakistan. Hopefully, they might have something to cheer about in the recent future. But chopping and changing teams won't give you the results right away. You have to put faith in your players and hope that they perform for you rather than selecting a new player every other day. Let me know in the comment section what you feel. And if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.